All right, you guys, we are back. So it took about 2 days, but all right, let's jump right into it. So this part two is about when I had to transition into the family friend. Let me do that because there's many intricacies to that. So I left off with I have a sister, but like I said, our relationship was not like this because of her personal decisions in life and just how she maneuvers. Like I said, it has nothing to do with me. But I spoke to her about what's going on, and she was like, sure at first. So she waits to literally 2 days to tell me, oh, I gotta talk to you. And I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. Because I'm checking in with her, getting everything scheduled, and she tells me she can't. She can't, no longer do it because she feels like, oh, this, that, or, I just, we don't get along, things like that. And I'm like, get along. Everybody knows we don't get along because of you. It takes two to try in relationships. And if you do incorrect things to people and you don't fix your wrongs and you just skate by, baby, you're just looking at yourself in the mirror and you're not trying to face that. But neither here nor there. I didn't argue that with her. I just was like, I should have known because you don't show up for me like I've showed up for you in your life. But neither here nor there. So then we get to the part where I have no choice and I have to go to the creepy family friend. And I say that because, like I said, this man been in our lives since high school. Boom. So I hit him up and I tell him what's going on, yada, yada, yada. So we're proceeding to where I'm moving in with him. I'm on edge. I'm nervous because one, where he literally stays where my uncle died, in the house that he died at. Mind you, I was one of the last people to speak to him. I was in college at the time. I did a visit and literally he passed. So that was traumatizing to me. I had to turn back around before I got back on the road to see, blah, blah, blah. And I seen his body get carried out of there. It just was very traumatizing. And I'm looking at my mom like, why would you recommend this my guy when you know the place that he stays at? Like, that's very traumatic. If you can't do it, what makes you think I can do it? But like I said, the mother that I have, why would I expect something better from her? You know? So we end up gathering my things, going there, whatever. Before I get there, I'm like, hey, once again, like I said, how much should I pay you for my stay or bill, anything? Because that's just me, like I said. His thing was, no, while you're here, get yourself together, blah, blah, blah. So when I got there, I had already been applying to like other jobs and stuff. And yeah, so I'm like way kind of like from my normal roundabouts. But I'm like, okay, cool. So when I got there, we were on an agreement. Supposed to be there for like 6 months. Cool, no problem. Get myself together within that time to find a job. But mind you, I'm in an area now where like it's not much around it. If I want to get a physical job, especially if I'm trying to again get my car back, get just everything. It just didn't look feasible enough. So I ended up getting a job, but it was at home. And that's cool. But like I said, I had been applying to the job. One finally answered. I was like, wow, you would answer literally the week that I moved. So I'm expressing to him, hey, got this job. He turns into like this person. No, you can't work it. You got to do this. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. You're kind of warping things to make it kind of more difficult. You want me to decline a job because you don't want me to work in home. You want me to work outsourced, but outsourced, there's nothing around. But then you want me to outsource money to get to downtown or whatever the case may be. I don't got the money for that, baby. What is we talking about? At least let me run it up like with the opportunity that I have in front of me. Like, it's not adding up. Keep in mind, that's another controlling tactic that he really gave. But then he finally agreed on down the line. Cool. All right. So working from home, but he has a guest that comes over. I want to say she's a family friend. Like, been to church with her, everything like that, and I love that woman dearly. So she knows my character more than anything. Boom. So with me being there, I had already told him, hey, I've been through a lot. Mentally, I'm digesting. I had my own bathroom, which is in the hallway, and a room. Mind you, this is a lot for me to digest. This is the house my uncle passed. So I'm registering that, and on top of everything that I lost, the people around me that I lost within the process. And it was just very, I want to say dark, but for me, just transitioning, I just needed it. Like, and I go in hermit mode when I go in grind mode. And everybody knows with elderly people, they nosy. Elderly people, they feel like you got to do what they tell you to do just for their presence, whether it's in their home, not about doing every day work, just in general. Like, I need you to talk. I need you to, like, I don't have to do that. Like, people go through mental things. Let me do this. Let me digest the fact that I just went through a stressful situation, and on top of that, I'm around a creepy man that that I know that may and may not go left or right. So let me cut this part and come back.